Hello, this is Cho of the Shiny Colors Discord. Welcome to another episode of The Shiny Review. Today, we just have one card to talk about, the new Produce SSR for Fuyuko. Keep in mind that this Fuyuko is permanent, meaning that you'll be able to get this card in the future once this banner is over. This banner also does not have a spark in favor of having the paid step up in order to get her, so you won't be able to just stockpile 90,000 gems and guaranteed get her. You're gonna have to pay for it, otherwise wait until later. So what exactly does this Fuyuko do? Well, she initially is a dance card that upgrades into a vocal card once she is 3 stars. Her initial appeal is a dance 3.5 that raises your dance by 10% for 5 turns, 4 turns, and 3 turns respectively. It links into a vocal dance 50% buff for 4 turns. The upgraded version of the appeal is a vocal 4.5 that raises your vocal by 20% for 5 turns, 4 turns, and 3 turns, and links into the same vocal dance 50% buff for 4 turns. For passives, her 1-star passive is a vocal dance 50% up if it's turn 2 or earlier and has a 20% chance to activate once. Her 2-star passive is a vocal dance 85% up as long as Fuyuko is in your skill history and has a 20% chance to activate twice. Her 4-star passive is a vocal 85% up if you are running the full Stray Light lineup and has a 20% chance to activate twice. Her memory appeal when maxed out is a vocal dance 50% buff for 5 turns that links into a vocal dance 2.5 appeal. Fuyuko is reasonable for a permanent SSR. Being able to triple stack dance or vocal buffs without link is honestly pretty neat. It's something that generally benefits Stray Light and fits with how Fuyuko has generally worked as a produced card over the years. While the buffs are low, the intent is to make use of passives on other Stray Light cards that check for the specific number of buffs that you have active. So having 3 or possibly 4 vocal buffs at once, in addition to a dance buff, might be able to activate a handful of different Stray Light passives, which could be very useful. This card is certainly playable, but it's not crazy broken as an SSR. It's more of an enabler for other stronger cards, if anything. So I'm going to give this card a B+, easily, maybe an A- if you argue really hard about it for her as a card. As for her ability as a center, it's not anywhere near as good. Buff to appeal is fine, but being split between vocal and dance makes it harder to have this appeal scale particularly well. The amount of stats you would need to have into vocal and dance to make it hit as hard as just a single dance appeal is quite a bit of an investment. So even with all that buffing in mind, because the buff values are that low, you would need a lot of passives to make it look particularly good. And that can be really difficult depending on where you're at with your box and how your supports are set up, really. So as a center, she earns a C+ to a B- if anything. So that will do it for the video today. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. Relatively short one, since we only had to talk about one card. Next time we'll be talking about whatever banner comes next. So let's look forward to it together. Till then, I've been Cho, thanks for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day.